You are listening to Inspiration 98.7. Tell me how you really feel. With host Shonda Orleans, Sharita G, Lynette, Tammy T, and Shelly LJ on Tell Me How You Really Feel. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? How is everybody doing today? We are having a special edition of Tell Me How You Really Feel. We are here on Inspiration 98.7 radio. We are here on Facebook Live. We are on YouTube Live. And we have a special edition. We are talking about everything that is going on with this Dobbs versus with with the Dobbs versus Jackson, what's going on in the ruling being overturned. Today, our very own host, Sharita G, is going to bring us that show, and it's going to be an awesome show. We are here with all of the hosts today. We are here with Shonda Alicia. We are here with Lynette, Sharita G, and Tammy T. What is going on, y'all?
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey,
Hey y'all. Hey.
hey, hey.
How's everybody doing?
We're
hot.
good.
We're
How are
doing
you?
good.
I know it is kind of hot. It is kind of hot. I know I'm here in Ohio. Lynette, you're in
Chicago. We got a nice
Chicago.
little breeze. Yeah, I'm feeling good. It's a nice little breeze. We good.
It's not too hot down there.
Oh God, no, we good. Perfect. I
Okay.
couldn't I couldn't ask for a better day than today.
It was nice. It was nice here in Youngstown too. It was. What about in Georgia? How was y'all doing down there in Georgia?
We in the 90s.
Oh,
That's how we doing. In the 90s.
y'all in the 90s. Dang.
We in the and then when we
Look,
in
I
the
was singing.
80s,
I was singing. I
when
was
we in
singing
the
into
80s, it feel like
Sharita
we in the
earlier.
90s. I know that's right.
Mm, mm, mm.
Sing it, Shonda.
I was singing into Sharita earlier. Hell is a hot place. It ain't no water there. That's how I feel.
That's how I feel. Hell's a hot place. Ain't
I'm
no
trying
water
to.
there. All right now. All right now.
Oh, gee.
So today we have a pretty serious topic. Um, Sharita, won't you bring us into more of what we're talking about today on Tell Me How You Really Feel?
Well, we having a traditional show, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's a heavy. Well, it's I don't know. It may be heavy for some, light for others, but usually we have a gift and gab first and make sure everybody doing all right. We're not gonna do that today.
That's
Yeah.
right, Sharita. Keep us on
Yeah,
point. That's right.
you gotta help us straight. We haven't been on Facebook Live in a minute. And I'm just gonna let y'all know, as soon as the thing came on, Shelly just had a brain fart. We're usually on the radio doing this, not, Facebook Live. We've talked about it several times, whether we're going to do it or not. But
Yeah.
we came, the little thing went off, and Shelly went, oh, well, all
Uh-oh.
right now.
Well, that's
Oh,
freaky. But
wait a
this
minute.
is tell me how you really feel. So, you know,
Yeah.
Wait, Sharita, did you notice? Shelly, did you notice when we went live, Shonda went dark?
I
Yeah,
did see
what's
that.
that
She had to check
Oh,
on her.
see,
She had to check on her cousins.
at?
no, actually, I
No,
am
her
doing double
twins.
duty.
Oh, she
I'm
doing double
doing.
duty. You doing
I'm
grandma
doing
duty?
double duty, y'all. So I'm coming back.
Okay,
Okay.
we see you
Okay. When
back.
you come
But see,
back, when you come back. So how is everybody doing? How's y'all weekend been?
that's why we have to check on people.
How's your weekend been? Sharita, how your weekend been?
It was pretty productive. It was pretty productive. I can say that. I got a lot of stuff done. I'm learning a lot of stuff that I gotta get done. I'm gonna tell you all about that, another time. But yeah, absolutely. It was productive, very productive. I was proud of myself.
Okay.
Let me tell you what happened. Okay, so
Tell us what happened.
people hit my mailbox.
What you mean they hit your mailbox?
with their car. They hit
Oh,
my
your
mailbox.
mailbox got hit on
Right.
purpose?
Right. Yeah. No, it's not on purpose. It's like
Oh,
the way it is. People back up and they hit it a lot, coming out of my driveway, coming out of their driveway. Driving by, I guess, or whatever. So right now, my mailbox looks like a midget mail, or I'm sorry,
oh Lord.
a little person mailbox, or a dwarf mailbox. I don't know the proper word. I don't want to offend nobody.
You try to be politically correct. It's a
Yes,
short mailbox. How about
it's a
that?
short mailbox. It's a shorter than normal mailbox, but I finally got that too. I went ahead and got that fixed because after like the fourth or fifth time, you get tired of replacing or putting your mailbox back up. You know what I mean?
Right. Do you have to put it up like right there? Right
Yeah.
where it's at?
I mean, in order for my mailman to keep giving it to me, I think so.
Oh
I
wow.
Because I wanted to put it, like up on how you have it up on the wall on your
Yeah.
brick. Can't do that. I don't
Now
think
I
I
don't think
can do
Georgia
that.
gets out their trucks. I've never seen
Yeah,
them get out their vans before.
I don't
Oh,
think that.
there's Miss Shonda. I
And
don't think they ever get out their vans. Like here, they have walking uh
they
mailmen.
leave their trucks and they walk
They leave their trucks at the end of the street and then they walk up down one side of the street and up and
and
then
back
back
up
to
the
their
other.
truck. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was kind of, I thought they stopped doing that because of the dogs and all of that, but in
That's
Georgia
cool.
they just ride the trucks. I don't think they
And I think, I think it also depends on where you live here. Because some places they do ride up. I just think, it kind of depends. But in most places, they still do walk.
Oh wow.
okay.
Well,
Okay.
how
Uh-huh.
you doing, Tammy? I heard it's been busy for you.
I can't
Well, I did break my foot last week, um, coming out the house, but I'm doing fine. Just taking it easy, but still moving. Still, I gotta still keep, moving. Just, it's a little bit slower, but I still get it done.
She was
That's
doing the
right.
boogie woogie. She was doing the boogie woogie and slipped and fell out the house.
Oh, Sean.
I'm
Oh,
she was
sorry.
doing
I'm
that two
behave.
step and
I'm good. Look, I'm really good. I'm be good today.
she was doing that two step and them cute
I was
heels.
doing the boogie woogie coming out the house first Shonda, and I broke my foot.
Lord. But Ryan got a broke ankle,
Mm-mm.
you
I
got a broke hip.
know.
No more
Everybody.
broke. No, can't nobody break nothing else. Can't nobody break
Right.
anything else.
My
Nothing else.
goodness.
Just
Mm-hmm.
leave
Mm-mm.
everything else intact. No more broken bones. No more.
But did you hear what Tammy said? She said she keep on going.
Yeah.
Oh, girl, Tammy's like the energized bunny. Ain't never gonna keep her down. She just keep going. She
I
just keep
told you,
going. She's
ain't
the energized
something
bunny. I'm telling you.
love.
She said, G, G, G. She don't stop. I was thinking about that this morning. I said,
I tell
Tammy
you.
is this. I said, she just go, 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 go.
Well, as long as you
Hey,
got
see,
breath.
that's our theme song.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Cat and Hat theme song. So she.
Go, 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 go. Here we
Mm,
here we go, go, go on an adventure.
The
Let's
only
see what
reason,
the cat and hat have for us today.
and the
right.
only reason why anybody really notices because they, like me, I'm just like, whoa, she just go all the time. She ain't tired. I'd be tired. That would be that. The only people that ever notice to say something about it is the people that can't keep up with her. Everybody else is like, oh yeah, but you be tired.
I'm trying to tell y'all. Cause look, we had the show a couple weeks ago, and she was like, "Oh, I'm in Philadelphia." Oh,
You know,
excuse
right?
me. And then look,
On the
then it
go.
was what a few weeks before that. Oh, I'm in Africa. Well, excuse me then. Can I
Oh
have some of your
goodness.
travel miles?
Okay.
Oh
Oh, y'all
wow.
crazy.
Tammy went
Okay.
to Africa. Tammy, you really went to Africa? When did she go to Africa?
You know what? I can't.
When I went to Jamaica,
See,
Yeah.
Jamaica.
Pittsburgh,
Yeah, she went with I am.
when I broke my foot, I was on my way to Cleveland. So yeah.
See.
I ain't
Yep. So
mad at it.
I went to Cleveland, did the party, came home, and went to the hospital, and now I got a broken foot. But so it's all good. I'm okay, I guess.
She a survivor. She a survivor.
Right. And she just came from a party today on that same
And
broke
what is
foot.
her what is her theme song again, Shonda?
Here we go, 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 go. Yep. No, we're gonna get I'm gonna leave you alone, Tammy. You know you my girl. You know you my girl. I'm I
know, girl.
She is hilarious. I love that.
I'm gonna tell y'all. Look, we're gonna get Tammy a t-shirt. We're gonna get Tammy a t-shirt made say "Catch Me in the Wind." And we're gonna have
I
wind.
know that's right. I know that's right.
Okay.
I'm gonna gain some energy and keep up with it. That's what I'm gonna do.
Tell us what's new, Lynette.
Girl, I'm happy to be sitting right here for a change. Usually I'm on the go, but this is that day, so I'm grateful for another day to kind of mellow out for a minute before I get back to my grind. So I'm here and I get to spend it with you all. Look at that.
Y'all just don't understand in Facebook land. We come together like this all the time, and we sharpen on each other. We help each other out. We digress with each other. It's pretty cool, and we hope that you guys enjoy spending a little bit of time with us today. We wanted to kind of keep it.
Because Eddie Kendrick's gonna leave y'all again tomorrow. Eddie Kendrick's gone tomorrow.
I'm not asking. I feel that that's a setup.
No. She know what she's saying. Go ahead, Shonda. Go ahead. Enlighten us.
That's Eddie Kendrick's gonna be gone tomorrow. She's gonna be in that truck playing "Keep On Trucking, Baby." Eddie Kendrick's gonna be gone tomorrow. I tell y'all. See.
Yeah, she stay on the road.
Job
I'm trying to tell
you, a woman truck driver. I really do.
She gonna teach me how to drive.
Girl, you need some education.
Where you gonna be? You gonna be like here over the steering wheel.
They have to put a seat in a booster seat for me.
Sharita gonna be like, whoa.
Sharita, I'm shorter than you, baby.
Really?
Sharita, I'm shorter than you.
No. I saw this little guy. He was driving a little CDL training truck. I'm thinking, that would be good.
Did it say CDL training truck?
Huh?
Did it say CDL training truck? It just sounds, that I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking.
But I know what you're thinking. Shame on you. But no, it said, the technical school that it was. It had the name across, and it was saying training truck. And he was doing good. He was following all the laws. He wasn't cutting nobody off. He was doing good.
He was in the parking lot.
Wait till he get out there on the real road.
I know. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, right now he in the parking lot away from Sharita.
No, he was on the road. No, he was on the road. He was actually on the road.
Yeah, he had to get some road training.
When he get that real training, he gonna sound like. When he get that real training, he gonna sound like Lynette did when she got on that road. She was like, "What the hell I do this for?" For real, she called me like, "Why you didn't stop me? What I do this for?" Yeah.
See, gotta have your experience.
But see, this is what it is when you have someone that sharpens you. Like, you got goals, you got things you gotta do, and your family needs you. So you got this. You can do this. Keep me on task. I'm like, this some bull.
No.
But hey, got it. Been in it for over a year and a half now. Still the hell whipping it. Yep.
Not only do you have it, you've opened a trucking business, you've opened a trucking school, you've taken on more contracts, you're making it happen.
And my god sister is now driving on her own as of this week, got her own. I was like, yes! Go Ira, it's your birthday. And she's shorter than and she's shorter than me.
Ira is 4'2".
So what?
Ira is
So
4'2".
Now she be
she
getting
like five
disabilities.
one.
Okay.
She act like she need disability, but shoot, she got it. She good.
Oh my
Ira is
She
four
No,
good.
foot
Mm-hmm.
it's too
two.
much for me.
I love you,
It's
Ira. I
funny.
know you listening. I love you, girl.
All for you, girl.
I love y'all. Y'all so
You
silly.
next.
Hmm.
Cool.
Well, today, you guys, we do have
I ain't driving no truck.
well, it's not
Mm-mm.
a serious topic. Well, it is a serious topic because it is a landmark ruling that has set us back a bit, and we just felt like it was something that we wanted to share our feelings about it, see how our listeners felt about it, and just vent and digress from it. See where we go from here. The topic, Roe versus Wade being abolished by SCOTUS, Supreme Court of the United States, decided to veto, for lack of a better term, Roe versus Wade. So I wanted to talk to my girls about it to see how they felt about it, see if we kind of had the same opinions about it, the same feelings about it, um, to see how much we know about it, especially in our prospective states, because so many different states have so many different laws that are, some of them are even just unbelievably crazy. When you look into what they've put into place, a lot of states I do know, like had what's called trigger laws that once the decision was made, it automatically pretty much goes into effect. So one young lady was trying to go. I don't know what her personal journey was, but because of the decision that was made, the clinic that she was planning on going to was shut down. So God only knows what her situation was, going to that clinic, but that's just one of the many things that are going to cause problems worldwide, but in our community. I want to say in a melanated community. Um, so tell me, ladies, how you feel?
I am I I asked Roy a question today.
This service
And
is provided in high
and
definition on
the
Luxury
question
Conference Row
is because
HD.
I read it
You are
somewhere.
the
The
only
question was,
participant
can
in the
you be a
conference. The
Christian
recording
and
started.
still be um pro-choice?
Right,
And I am pro-choice.
right.
And the reason why I'm pro-choice is because I am a woman. I've never had an abortion. I've had miscarriages. I've never had an abortion. A friend of mine had, and the things that she's went through, and the women that I've known women that have. I've known a woman that had been sexually assaulted, raped, and her child looked exactly like her rapist. And
Hmm.
she raised her child, but she has there were some issues. Um, but I believe that
So did you answer your question though? Do you believe that you can be a Christian and pro-choice?
yes, I do, because there is a reason there. Now. Okay, so there's two things. One thing is that I know people that have had abortions as if they were taking popping a pill.
Hmm.
Every time they had sex, they got pregnant, and every
So it
time
was
they
for
got pregnant,
convenience. It
it was
wasn't.
the convenience. Now, I believe that that
Mhm.
is wrong. If you know that you're gonna lay down, take the proper precautions that is going to prevent you from getting pregnant. If you can't take the proper precautions and you have been and you get pregnant and you just say, well, I don't want to keep the baby, or then
It's
that's
still a
something
choice.
that you have to choose between you and your God.
Right.
People can't tell people you're sinning, and because everybody sins. Everybody sins. No sin is higher than any other sin, but because you want to categorize it, they look at this sin. So I believe that you can, because I truly believe that it's between you and your
Mhm.
relationship with God.
Right.
It's between you and what has happened. I, for one, wanted children, but for the person that does not want children, they have to think of another way besides just having an abortion, but that's their choice. But they also have to live whatever consequences comes from that decision.
Right.
Mhm.
Anybody else wanna got something
I
on
will.
that?
I will say this. The ruling not only takes away choice, okay, because a lot of things happen to us as women, our bodies. You still have women today dying, giving birth, trying to bring a life into this world through health issues and other odds, on top of just trying to carry a child or twins or what have you. Um, this ruling sets us back because if a person is raped or harmed, she no longer has a choice about what she wants to do with her body.
Well, now
This.
that's the thing. That's why I say you have to know your
Mhm.
individual states
Mhm.
laws, because here in Georgia, if it is a case of rape or health reasons, for health reasons that you
Mhm.
are requesting, you know that you're seeking this kind of medical treatment, then
Mhm.
it's not considered outlawed.
Well,
But
in some
in that
states, I've
same,
heard that it was, that
yeah,
was the
it is.
topic that was on the table.
Right, and that's
Mhm.
why I say people got you have got to check your local, because some states, even if I'm not mistaken, and I want to be real careful with this, but I think it is Kentucky, and it may even be Texas, that even if you go outside of their state and you are a resident of their state and get an abortion, that you are committing you're going to jail.
And that's the problem that I have, because here's the thing. If you're seeking medical attention, and whether you go across state lines, how do they get your information? Because if they get your information, it's a violation of HIPAA laws.
That's true too.
So you see, it's a fine walk between legalities and what's rightfully your decision. Your decision making is now affected of what you need to do for self. So first of all, I have to look at the people that's making this law, first of
Mhm.
all,
Mhm.
and then I need to look at what is your real reason for making this law. Because it's
Mhm.
not just abortion, it is not just trying to stop people like me from having children, or
Mm-mm.
is it? Who
Mm-mm.
are you really trying to stop? And then it's under the pretense of religion.
Mhm.
So now you have the age old question: where does life begin? Does it begin at conception, or does it begin when that first breath is taken? No one has really defined that,
Mhm.
and
Well,
it's not
that's
defined by
kind of
law.
what this that yeah, exactly, and that's kind of what the states are doing now, trying to define that by, like here, it's within it when the first time a heartbeat is detected, that's considered life
Hmm.
here in Georgia. That's what they're saying, but you know, it's a very heated topic. But for me, I'm gonna honestly say this: it's not. It's. I don't think it's so much. It well, Roe versus Wade has to do with the fact that um, races are blending, colors are changing, and the majority is no longer the majority; they're the minority. And this is just my personal opinion, which I think is fact, but it's still my personal opinion that um, is being done to preserve a white race that is becoming blurred. And it's sad, but it's not my fight
Here, I
because
will. Can I
I,
piggyback off of you for a second?
yeah.
Because it has been known, it's been a known fact that there is a negative birth rate for that particular, um,
Hmm.
for the next several
Demographic.
generations, right from the dominant society. So, what is your reason for overturning the abortion laws?
But some people seem to think, and this is a theory, that it was also done because by overturning Roe versus Wade, it also leads to you being able to overturn Loving v. Virginia, same sex marriage. Um, some people are even trying to push back on same sex couples and adoption. All of that is people it's falling under that umbrella of equal rights.
It's taking away choice. It's
But
taking
let's not
away
forget now.
individual.
But
It's taking
but
away.
right, and then think about this though, because melanated issues fall up under equal rights. And y'all quiet on me.
Melanated
No,
issues
no,
fall under
no,
equal rights.
no. We're
Melanated
following it.
issues fall under equal rights.
Okay.
It is
You,
not out. We really don't have a okay, so it's not a law for us to vote.
right,
If they wanted to take that back, they could take that back.
right.
It's not written in stone for us to be able to vote. That falls under equal rights.
And see, it's because of the civil rights bills that we do have the rights that we have right now. Because you have to remember, in the original Constitution, we're not considered human, and this is
Exactly.
the problem. And
Ex-
that's why this vote here, it means a
a
lot. It's
lot.
a lot. It's a lot that's in the balance right now. And if you have the ability to do that, what else? And that's what I stated. What
Mm-hmm.
else is in the wings? What else is coming down the pipeline?
Right.
Make
I mean,
America great, make America great again. Who was
Mhm.
it great for? Because it's never been great for us.
Mhm.
I mean, I think that it's never, but the, you know, the issue is because if they could make one thing, and I agree with what Lynette is saying, because what I hear you saying, Lynette, is that they could make this a rule over your personal rights of
Mhm.
what you can and cannot do. Now, Asia has done the same thing. They made a rule saying that you can only have so many babies. I think it's two babies,
Hmm.
and you can only have so many girls. So that rule is being made on your body, on how many children you can have in your family. And they're saying that because of the economics in Asia, that's why, or in China, that's why they do this. But now they're basically saying, and they're basically saying the same thing. But this is the question that I have, and this is the question that I was talking to someone. And the question was, is that okay? So now you're taking the way of people being able to make the choice that they don't want to have a baby. Let's say for all the right reasons, medical reasons, they're not able to carry this child. Financial reasons, they're not able to take care of this child. They're not able to give the child up for adoption because if they have medical reasons and issues and they can't go to full term, then they definitely need to have an abortion. But I remember my doctor asking me if I wanted an abortion
Oh wow.
because yeah, my sugar, when I got pregnant with Mitchell, they said we have two things to tell you. One, your sugar is high, you immediately go into the hospital, and two, you're pregnant. And so when I went to go see my doctor, they said your sugar is this. You might have your baby might have uh, They could have irregular heartbeats. It could have a diabetes. A lot of things can go on. Have you ever thought about an abortion? To so much so that I had to tell my doctor, this is my baby that you're talking about. And that my God is over any percentage that you could tell me of what's going to happen to my child. This is my child. How God gives me my child. This is my child. But they offered. So what
That's
happens
because
in
you
that
were
case?
melanated.
And here's the thing, but you still had a choice.
I
Mm-hmm.
They
did.
gave you options. You had options, and he gave you options. No
That's
one fought you on your options.
that's true. That's true. So I just want to tell the Facebook family, you guys, please share. This is something I wanted to bring this to Facebook because I definitely wanted to have an opportunity to talk to our people and here within our own communities. Now we're representing 3 states. We're representing 3 states here. I know here in Ohio, it is against the law to have an abortion if there's a heartbeat. So up until 6 weeks of you finding out that you're pregnant, you can have an abortion. Past 6 weeks, it becomes a
But
but
so what about medical conditions or in case of rape or incest? Is it still considered outlawed in
so
Ohio?
okay. So it says other things to take or the take in is that um, rape or incest. Um,
All right, hold on. Conference room. Hold on.
and it will. I mean, I think that's the only thing that it's really saying is that it's in rape or incest.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really. It doesn't even really say health issues.
Mm.
It doesn't even say health issues. So I don't. No. It gives questions, but I don't. What I don't understand, and maybe this is going to be an ignorant question, but I'm going to ask.
Mm.
We have a caller.
We
We
have a
have a
call.
caller.
Okay, go ahead.
That's Kiara.
Hello.
Hi, Kiara. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. What's on your mind tonight? Tell us how you really feel.
It's really, I feel kind of about this situation. It's a lot going on, but people not really paying attention to all that's happening. It's not even just about abortion and stuff like that. Other laws turned and stuff like that. Like they really just sat here and overturned 50 years of history. On top of that, did anybody even know about the 100 mile, what is called, like the 100 mile coast zone, something like that, and something like that. But if you live in like a 100 mile radius of the border, you no longer have a Fourth Amendment right.
Oh
Like you
wow.
just sit up here and lost a Fourth Amendment right, and not nobody's talking about that. Not trying to take away from the abortions or anything like that because that is so serious. Because miscarriages and stuff like that, sometimes those can be considered as abortion. And folks say like, hey, I think I killed her baby on purpose. That's an abortion. If you have a miscarriage and the baby don't come out right then and there, you have to carry that baby for 9 months until you can have that baby. Like it's just so much more that's going around it, and I just think that folks need to take a step back and really look at the bigger picture because there's something more going on that they're not telling us. And I'm just saying, folks need to really pay attention to what's happening right now.
Yeah, I agree. They really do need to pay
Exactly.
attention.
I agree.
Exactly.
So let
Right.
me ask you a question. Is this something
Everything.
that you think that would affect you? How do you feel about this affecting you? Like,
Kiara.
Well, it's like to me,
no, not to say that you would go and have an abortion, but just say that something happened. And, I think I'm at the age and I'm not worried about it. It's not something that I have to worry about anymore because they fried, died, and laid to the side everything that could have a baby. So, but I don't know how I would feel. I don't know if I was in my early 20s
well,
and something
If
happened.
you are put in a situation where you don't have a choice, that's when people make some decisions that
Mm-hmm.
really, that are not some that is bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, there's a lot of things that can happen. If you feel you have no choice and you're back up against the wall, usually what happens in that case? People
Mm-hmm.
make some really, really bad choices.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So I,
Well,
at the end
there's
of the day, what's going to end up happening is no matter what goes on, it's going to be considered an abortion.
right.
No
There's
matter
I
what
get
the
what she's
doctor,
saying. Even if
mhm.
somebody just has a miscarriage and it's you know what happens to them, it's going to be considered an abortion, and that's going to come against them. They might face prosecution.
I understand. And that's the blurred lines of the law, especially when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to us. Those
Mm-hmm.
are blurred lines. We have enough problem with what they say you need to prove intent. Well, when it comes to us, they don't care about our intent.
Mm-mm.
Our intent doesn't come into play. Our knowledge of the law doesn't come into play. You're guilty until you prove yourself to be innocent.
Innocent. Mm-hmm.
Right. And as far as making bad decisions, we know the stories back before Roe versus Wade about a number of women who died trying to give themselves abortion.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think that's going to happen again?
So, Kiara, can I ask you a question with you being like part of the younger generation? How do you feel like it will affect your generation? Because a lot of the younger kids, if they go out and do the grown folks business and something happens, they want to go get the Plan B pill or they want to try the nearest abortion clinic. How do you think that will affect them?
it's going to take it negatively because at the end of the day, it's not just about abortion. If you think about it, they're going to try to take away contraceptives as well, like Plan Bs and all of that. If they're so pro life, it's not going to be a lot of these options out here for you to have them. Y'all got to realize they pro life until you go out and you do all these crimes, and now it's like, nah, you need to be part of the system. You're a minority. Like, what's going on? And
Mm-hmm.
I can get deeper than this, but I'll be talking for hours. And I got
But I think it
Well,
also
thank you
goes,
for calling
yeah.
in.
Thank you so much for calling. Appreciate it. Appreciate the insight.
no
You
problem.
know, it kind of goes back to
What she say? She was saying
what she
something else,
said.
Shelly.
I'm sorry.
Just, I'm just saying, everybody should look further into it. It's, y'all never know. Study these cases, know what's going on, know your rights, and women need to really come together at this time. Not just women, these men need to come together and like we really need to say like we aid in the that abortion because at the end of the day, no matter what's going on, you never know when you might need it. And trust me, I don't. Me personally, I'm not. I don't want an abortion. I don't believe in abortion. That's just my personal belief. But I believe that everybody has the right to their own opinion and their own belief.
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, everybody, good night.
You have a good one, baby.
Good night.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank
Hi.
you.
You.
Sharita, I'm sitting here and I'm listening, and I agree with you. I'm looking up. Now, this may be sad for me, but this is the first time that I'm really looking up statistics and information about abortions.
Yeah.
And when you look it up, it's not set up. It's set up so the inner city, because I even asked what demographic has more abortions.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they don't have the outright demographic of white and black. They just have the age women.
Mm-hmm.
But just like when food stamps first came out and welfare first came out, they just said, oh, that's for blacks and this is for blacks. But when you ran the statistics, they had more white people on food stamps and on welfare and Spanish people on food stamps and welfare than black people on
Mm-hmm.
food stamps and welfare. So we were not the majority of people. And I'm almost certain that we're not the majority of people that's getting
Oh, baby, we're not.
no,
We're
that's
not.
getting
We're
We're
not.
abortion.
not. And that's the reason the law came into effect. It wasn't for
Mm-hmm.
us.
We're
Yeah.
not.
It was never for us. It's to preserve the dominant society. It is for
Eugenics
preservation.
is what I want you
Right,
to look up.
eugenics. Yep.
What's it called?
Eugenics. Eugenics. I can never pronounce it right. Eugenics. It was created to basically stop uh people from doing that.
Hmm.
That was originally what is this Parenthood that everybody hates? It was
What?
birthed out of you. Let me. I can't. Somebody tell me how to say it.
Okay.
Eugenics.
Youth.
See,
Euthanogenics.
Euphemism.
it's eugenics. It was a.
Well,
I,
that's bad.
listen. It was an
How do you spell
organization.
it?
I'm finna pull it up. Hold
Because
on.
how I sounded out and what I brought up was a musical tool. So I know.
I don't think we're trying to pull. I don't think we're trying to play no music with the babies. We ain't trying to play no music.
There she is with her chords.
It's a musical
But
tool.
while I'm gonna look this up, but while I'm looking this up, the other thing I wanted to bring to y'all attention is how fiercely they are fighting as well. There's a young lady, Jennifer. Her name is Jennifer
Jennifer.
Roku Roreku. Oh my goodness, I'm so
Okay,
bad
her
at
first name
names.
is Jennifer. I forgot
Her
her
first name is Jennifer. Her last name is, let's just spell it, Rourke. That's how you spell her last name.
name.
She is running for state senate in Rhode Island. She's also an advocate for pro-choice. Well, yeah, she was fighting and standing up for Roe versus Wade. She has an opponent that is running against her. His name is John Lugo. He is a police officer with Rhode Island as well. And he happened to be at a protest that she was attending, and he put hands on her
Hmm. He
and,
did.
and tried to deny it, but there was the video.
They've had proof.
Hmm.
That damn video. These people keep video can't get away with beating butts like I used to.
But it's just the links that I guess it just astounds me that this is something that people would come to fisticuffs over, and you would actually fight a woman over when you running for state senate.
Girl, he was trying to show his passion since he can't go and say, I'll never do it.
He
He was
said
trying to show
she
his
was
passion.
he said she was getting into it with someone that he was with, and he was defending his friend.
Well, I have the clip. You want to watch it?
Yeah, let's let them
Okay.
see.
Let's take a
All
look
right.
at that.
Let's take a
Yeah.
look at the clip.
Alex, that Providence police officer is now on paid leave. I sat down with the alleged victim, Jennifer Rourke, who explained to me the moments leading up to the incident. It's a video that's gone viral overnight, making its rounds to national news sources.
To see it over and over again, it's the anger on his face that really gets to me.
A peaceful protest at the State House turned violent.
There was a verbal altercation, and I jumped in to de-escalate. And it was working. The gentleman was leaving.
You're watching video shot by journalist Bill Bartholomew.
To my right, I saw him go down, and then chaos.
That shows the moment Providence police officer John Lugo allegedly assaulted 29th District Senate candidate, his opponent, Jennifer Rourke.
As I looked to my left, that's when Officer Lugo punched me in my face multiple times. I have never interacted with him, ever. That was my first and hopefully my last interaction with him.
According to Rhode Island State Police, Lugo is facing a charge for simple assault and disorderly conduct as a result. Providence police say Lugo has since been suspended with pay.
What?
Yeah, I left that out because I wanted y'all to see that, because I'm black. I'm black. I'm blackity
black.
black, blackity black, the black. Right? That's me, but I don't want to. I'm not prejudiced. Oh no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not prejudiced. Okay.
I'm not prejudiced either, but let me tell you something. I'm tired of what people are getting away with. I'm sorry. I said I was going to stop talking over people, and I'm going to
No, you good. You're
But
good.
what makes me upset is that when you have this situation. Now let this situation be go the other way, and the black woman put her hands on a white man, her butt would be in jail. Where's he at? He
No,
ain't in jail.
no, he ain't in jail. He out.
So
That's
Mm-mm.
what I'm
so let's
tired of.
let let
No, he
let's
was.
let's give Tammy, we because Tammy couldn't see the video. So
No,
Tammy,
I was
you
watching it.
oh
Yeah.
you was
No,
able to watch it?
I went to Facebook Live and as y'all was saying, I was watching it.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Y'all see my face?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because for her to get hit several times, girl,
Exactly.
Mhm.
This
I'd be like,
wasn't.
Lord Jesus, my neck, my back, my face, my
She
cheek,
pressing
my
charges.
ear.
She's pressing charges.
Suspended with pay though.
Exactly. Exactly. You
He's
hit this woman.
suspended with right. He's suspended with pay. But here's the thing: at the end of the day, you are a police officer, a male, and you hit her
Hit
with
her.
everything you had.
Come on
That
Like
was
now.
she
some
was
aggression, yeah.
another. Yes. So what ticked you off more? Was it the fact that she was a woman? Was it the fact that she was a woman of color? Or was it the fact of the situation? What was going on here? And you are the trained individual that's supposed to de-escalate and take care of a situation. So
And let's not forget he's running for office.
And he's
Who
a police officer.
how
who
is he allowed?
finna him?
How is he allowed to run for office?
Well,
How?
he resigned after all of this. Now he said he I guess you could call it an apology. He said that he was defending a friend, and he will be stepping down because his
What
behavior was
friend?
What friend was he
somebody that
defending?
was out there with him. Is what he said. He said she was
I
attacking his
seen
friend.
I seen a bunch of men surrounding them.
Hello.
She did not look like a woman that
and
could
did the
take
trainee
on.
come
And
forward and say and vouch for the fact that he was
No,
defending them?
no.
Exactly. So if you were truly defending somebody, I know when somebody defended me, I'm like, and they was taking up for me.
Exactly.
I gotta behave myself because I finna use the N
that's
word and I
that's
forgot
a
we
high
live.
school. That is high school. Mama, my friend was getting beat up, and I had to jump in because the other girl said that she was going, and I had to, and I only stopped it once, I think.
But nobody stood up and said that was just his excuse. But either way, she's pressing charges, so that's good. And
It wouldn't be no pressing charges if it was a white. If she had hit him, she'd be in jail. They would have to put some money down on her bond,
hmm
and
for
And
that
it
sure.
wouldn't
statute wouldn't
and
even
it
have to
wouldn't
come
be
out.
simple assault either.
No, it would be
No.
assault on a police officer, a
Yep.
federal crime.
hmm
Wow.
Yep.
Mm,
But
mm,
that's
mm.
what we
And
got
history
though.
has shown is that even if it's on video, they still get away with it.
hmm Yep.
But this is the truth, y'all. Look, we are just getting over COVID. People are just now coming out. This is the last thing that they want to hear is something else that's restricting them of their rights. COVID restricted so many people. People have gone cuckoo crazy dealing with this.
They
And it's a
forgotten
restriction.
boundaries. Yeah.
Right. With everything that's
Mhm.
been going on. Why deal with this right now? Like, how many is there just like an enormous amount of women going out and getting abortions lately or something? I mean,
No,
why now?
it's about preserving because if you don't do it now, it won't get done. That's
Mhm.
why they have to do it now. It won't get done. This was already in the making. That's why all of these. That's why the two new justices were put in place. And then
Right.
think about it now. There's another justice that's coming into place who probably could block this. So it needs to
Right.
be done now. It needs to be
Right.
done now.
Well, I think that, like I said, I am pro choice. Spiritually,
But just
I
remember
really
this
think
though, it's not just about that.
About
It's
it's
not
not
just
just
about that. And see what's gonna bite Clarence Thomas is if they touch um um Loving versus Virginia, that means his cute little cricket wife gonna have to they're gonna be put in jail. It's gonna be
right.
against the law for them to be together. Because that's
Right.
what Loving v. Virginia was about
Mm.
interracial marriage.
Interracial right.
wait,
Interracial
wait, wait,
marriage.
wait, 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 wait. What?
Right.
Yes,
That's
that was a
right.
law. That was a law. Loving they fought. You haven't seen the movie? I think it's called. I think that's the name of it, Loving v Virginia, or it might be Loving or something like that.
Mhm.
Something
About
like
the
that.
couple, it was a interracial couple in Virginia that wanted to be together, and it was against the law for them to do that, and they fought for the right to be together.
Right. Right.
But that falls up under equal rights.
That this is, I think there's something else going on, and I wouldn't be
It
surprised.
is.
It
There's
is.
so many detours. There's too many go this way. There's too many things that is going on right now in our world that's taking the focus off of what's really going on. And it's something that's crooked.
Hmm.
This stinks like a bad fart. This stinks.
But you know
And
what I
it's something
say?
that's going on.
We have to get, it's too many old white men in this
Yes.
in Congress making decisions. There's no
Yeah.
it is too many old white men in Congress. We
Exactly.
have to change that. They getting all of this money. They getting paid all of this money in Congress to make decisions that they don't even care about. Most of the
Right.
decisions that they are making are based on PAC money and money they getting from big business. It's not the color of Congress need to change. The faces of Congress need to change.
You're right. And
Okay,
it's changed.
Sharita, let's start here.
We need to talk about that too.
Yeah, let's start here.
I'm sorry for
Sharita,
my facial expressions, y'all. I
you're
be forgive
Oh,
me.
you fine.
you're fine, sweetheart. That's okay. It's the natural you. Let's start with Congress. Okay,
Hmm.
these people been in Congress all this time
Hmm.
fighting for since the Civil Rights Bill to reverse something. Okay, they've been trying to reverse things since civil rights came into play. Right? They're still there. All right. The times have gone on. The world has changed. Congress has not.
Exactly.
There isn't anyone in Congress that look like the general makeup of what this country is. Let's start
Mm-mm.
there. Not so therefore the new innovations that has come about, the way we see things, the way we view things, the modern way that we do things is not represented in Congress at all. As you can see, they just went back in time. They took a time machine, went back, reversed Roe versus Wade.
Hmm.
Okay? What else is coming down the pipeline? I wouldn't even be surprised to see.
Baby.
Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing coming forward, though. We have to look and see and be prepared and prepare ourselves for the next. This is just another form, and this is political warfare. It's
Mm-hmm.
political. What comes after political warfare? Right now, they're not fighting any wars across the world. So, where's their main focus right now? It's right here.
Mm-hmm.
And what are they looking at? Oh my God, we've been doing this. Oh my God, they've gotten away. We can't allow this to happen. Because according to my knowledge, don't get me wrong, somewhere between 2035 and 2050, at the rate they're going, they will be the minority. So what you think
Mm-hmm.
they're fighting
If
for?
not already.
Right. So what you think they're fighting for? And they're
Well,
willing to fight.
there is, for me, I know that all of these issues are very, very important. And I know that we have to better the world that we're in. We have to. We have to better the world that we're in for our children. I was listening to this song that actually Shonda, that was not, I don't think Shonda sang it in church this morning, but it was sang in church this morning. And it says, I'm going to pray for you. Know the blessings on your family
Mm-hmm.
and your children and your children's
Children's
children
children.
and
Mm-hmm.
their children. That song brings me to tears. And it brings me to tears because it's such a long future away. And I don't know what this world is going to look like for my grandbabies. What
Mm-hmm.
about for my grandbabies' babies? And so when we start looking at that, it's like and the real thing that's being deterred is that nobody's talking about the money currency. Nobody's talking about, everybody's saying everybody needs to go on Bitcoin, but at the same time, while Bitcoin, all the black people putting their money in Bitcoin, and all it's doing is going up under the getting all the money swept out
when stocks drop.
When stocks drop. So you putting good money behind bad money, and you ain't getting it. You know, nobody's talking about that. No one is talking about that.
Nobody's talking about how our children are disappearing, how our young black women are disappearing, how our young black men are disappearing. Nobody's talking about that.
No,
we are dying. We are dying on all fronts. Mm-hmm. Our youth are dying. Our preteens are dying, or they're jailed. Now you have women going to jail at a astronomical rate right now, and they're young women. And then you have the middle generation dying from simple diseases that can be prevented or treated. So we're fighting right now. We're fighting not only politically, we're fighting medically, we're fighting discipline through the police force. We're fighting them every single day. And then on top of that, we're fighting each other. We're fighting just to have decent relationships. He said something, I gotta take him out. Men and women can't get along because the attitudes are clashing. So where are we in this fight?
And you having just regular gun battles. People just running, shooting at each other. It's just like
it's the wild, wild west.
So let me ask this question. You know, I know that a lot of people bring this question up, but our spiritual content is at the same time flying out the window.
Yes.
Our spiritualness and our reliance on God is flying out the window. Mm-hmm. It's going out in a way. I actually saw on Twitter this man with fake blood on his face, made up like a vampire, tearing the books, the pages out of the Bible and eating them.
Oh my goodness.
And I said, you know,
somebody give him some medicine.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, but that's where the world is going. And the thing is
so let me ask you this. Well, then let me ask you this. So Beyonce has a new album out, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of people say that symbol on her album cover is from Revelations.
Okay. Her new album.
What, Annette? Talk to me.
Okay, let me tell you how you really feel right now.
Right.
Tell us how you really feel.
I could care less. Let me repeat once again. Personally, I could care less about a symbol, okay, on an album cover when I'm concerned about COVID. Y'all think COVID is gone. It ain't.
But it's not.
Oh, it's not.
It's not gone.
And then monkeypox. Let's not forget monkeypox.
Now, monkeypox want to sneak in. Like, wait a minute. Y'all forgot about me. I'm over here. Okay? We got Roe versus Wade.
Where did monkeypox come from?
It's been in existence for a long time.
Yeah.
Right. And now, since we've had one pandemic, you want to create, listen. Until we get back to the basics of who we are, none of this should matter. We got too much work to do with ourselves to think about any of this. We need to be right now at home, and I wish my grandchildren were sitting in the floor with me right now, just listening to us having this conversation right now. Mm-hmm. Because we need to start there. You want to stop something? Start teaching the young yourself. Mm-hmm. Stop relying on the school system. They're failing us. The police system, they're failing us. I don't police my child. My child do something, bring that child over here to me, because when I get through disciplining them, they're not going to do it anymore. Not you killing them. Not you killing them. Yeah. Okay? And I'm going to do it out of love, not because I need more dollars earned for a prison system that Walmart is paying into. And I have to be careful saying that as an example. However, You see what I'm saying? And I have to shop at Walmart because that's where I can get food from that's at a halfway decent
Reasonable
price
rate. Mm-hmm.
because we're so our inflation is so high right now. Gas prices shooting up.
Mhm.
Things are going left and right. I mean, it's so much. This is warfare. So what they do is weaken the community, the base. Who's going to get hurt first? Your lower class individuals, and then your more than likely your melanated individuals,
Mm-hmm.
and then at the bottom of the line is the children. And
Mm-hmm.
because we're fighting on so many fronts trying to stay alive, they're the ones that's left behind. So
That's
we
got it.
need to change the way we do things. And we need to start with ourselves. That's it. All of this other stuff, an album cover and all this other stuff, it doesn't matter. Our men stand up and be the men that they need. We need you to provide for us. We need you to protect us. Women, we need to take the instructions and pass that down to the children so that we can take care of the children and the children's children. Let's start teaching us. We need to learn how to grow from the earth. We need to build our own school system. We need to build our own banks. We need to build our own political system. We need to do stuff here. Let's get our ground rules together. We need our men to police our children because no one's going to deal with our children like our men. So
Mm-hmm.
all this other stuff, it doesn't matter. And when if there's a case of an abortion that needs to come into your house, your family deal with that situation. I don't need the world and them making rules for my
And
household.
that's why I
Mm-hmm.
know that you can't tell me that they try to make this seem like this is an inner city um, problem. Just because the abortion clinics are in the inner city,
No,
and
no, no, no. They're not making it an inner city problem.
That's
That's
not
not
right.
what they're doing. And what I'm saying when I say that it affects inner city clinics because they don't get funding once all this goes down.
Right.
It's
right,
not, and that's how it affects us because certain clinics in our community close down. I'm not saying that because they, that
so let
that was
me ask.
the issue. The Roe versus Wade being struck down was purely about saving a race. Period. And people may disagree with me, and they have the right to do that. But the truth stands alone. I ain't got to defend it. That's just what it is. Because the
Mhm.
majority of the women who are doing that, and there are black women who have abortions. There are every there's
Every race
array of
has
women
abortions, yeah,
exactly that does
Every
it.
yeah.
race.
But you know what I'm saying? There's a thing going on here. There's a
Well,
thing going on here.
yeah, and what it is called let me put the wool over your eyes so you won't see what's really going on and
But Shirley, they
everything
ain't
that
even pulling the wool over our eyes no more,
Right.
baby. They ain't pulling
no.
the wool
But
over
No.
what
our
I'm
eyes no
saying
more.
is that we are as people, we have to see, like Lynette is saying, all the other things that are going on. There's
Hmm.
always going to be a distraction. But
Hmm.
what needs to happen as a black community, as a community of color, we really need to get over this black and white thing. As a community of color, I'm talking about my yellow brothers and sisters, my tan brothers and sisters, my cream brothers and sisters. I'm talking about the brothers and sisters that we need to come together as a community because nothing is going to change unless our community changes, unless we take back the responsibility of when you do chastise the neighbor next door's child, that the mother from next door is not coming to your house saying, don't touch my child, don't talk to my child, don't tell my child nothing, when all you trying to do is tell them to get their behinds out of the street and stop playing in the street.
Right.
Until we go back to the
To
way
that.
that it
Yeah.
used to be,
Yeah.
until we go back, until they put praying back in schools, until we start looking at our relationship with God and see that people are playing with their relationship and people are saying, no, there's no heaven, no hell. You living in a hell right
Okay.
now.
Okay.
And so until we do that, I think that the thing is, it's this, for me, I'm gonna be really honest. My brain just clicked. My brain just clicked because my thing was is that I had been stagnant, and all of a sudden my stagnant has just come off. because Lynette is right. What are we going to do? I don't want to be a part of the problem. I know that I'm a minister. Am I ministering? Am I helping the people in a way that I can say I can pray for you? Am I doing my job in my community the way that I need to? And I think we all need to look at that and say, okay, so what's different? How can we make a difference? I know that I could do more with Tammy's organization. And so we just got to do more in the community that we're in. Whichever thing, even though if we take a hammer and hit a wall, it's only going to make a tiny dent. But if you continuously hit in that same spot, you'll make a complete hole and eventually knock that wall down. So we can do this, but we have to have patience. And as a community, we have to get together. We have to get together. I'm going to be coming up with some community stuff here in Ohio to get Ohio together. It is, I don't know how Chicago looks. I know Georgia, Atlanta is so busy. People are so busy. I wonder if their head has even come out of the fog to see all of the stuff that's going on. But I know if we don't start paying
Oh
attention,
yeah, honey, they got a rah rally going on downtown. Ain't no peace being still in Georgia because they know it's a lot to lose. It's
yeah.
it's more
And
than they know it's more than about
Tammy was finna
Roe
say
versus
something.
Wade. I'm sorry, Tammy.
We, as long as we allow them to control the narrative,
Mm-hmm.
that's the main thing. And just like Lynette was saying, right now they're controlling the narrative by saying, "Oh, it's about abortion." But as the caller stated, it's more than just that.
Mm-hmm.
And we do need to do our due diligence, and we need to, start doing our own research, start looking into certain things where we can begin to control the narrative. If you
Mhm.
don't know your history, it is difficult to control the narrative.
Absolutely.
It is easy to let somebody else control your narrative.
Mhm.
We need to do our history. You have
Hmm.
to do the work. And a lot of
Yeah.
times they
Mhm.
don't. A lot of people will just say, okay, well, I'll see what the news says. Sometimes you don't need to see what the news say. You need to get out there first. Because I heard somebody say,
Uh-oh, we lost Tammy
We
on
lost
accident.
Tammy.
We're going to get her back. But
Can I
guys,
piggyback off of Tammy for a
yes.
brief
Yes, we
moment?
could too.
Um, I'm so with Tammy that we need to learn to control the narrative, but we, for once in our lives, we need to get ahead of the narrative.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And to get ahead of that narrative, I go back to teaching. Teaching is so important because you get to shape the minds of the youth, and once you begin to shape their minds, they will not deter from it. Anyone that knows me knows my favorite verse in the Bible is faith without work is dead. I can have all of the faith in the world, but if I don't put forth some type of effort, time, prayer, whatever it takes within me to get the answers that I need, research whatever it is, I can have all the faith in the world. It's not going to move.
Right.
And that's where it is. And that's where we are. So you can pray for someone, but what other work is being done? What other work? If someone is having issues and problems, they can pray for it. But what are you doing with those issues and problems? Are you still carrying it? Or are you trying to find a way to get over it? Or are you trying to find a way to deal with it? We
Mhm.
have to start healing our land. And
Yes.
our land does not just mean our land as we see it far and wide, the hills and mountains. We
Yeah.
need to start in here. We start here,
Yeah.
and then we can grow out. And we need to stop coming against one another for twos and fews and a penny here and a penny there and a pinch of this and a pinch of that. We're fighting to be the top of the very bottom.
But we just need to change Congress color.
We
Oh,
do.
we need to change a
We
lot.
do. So let me just okay. So guys, this has been a show that we have to come. We have to be able to come back and talk about this because I think that we have a platform and we do need to use it. Our platform was always to bring the information to the people, by the people. And so that's what we do. But we need to use our platform a little bit more to get the word out there, a little bit more. I know that this was kind of a last minute. Um, let's go on Facebook, y'all. Let's put it on Facebook because I think that this is an
Conversation, yeah.
important conversation for the people that come in. And if you guys are viewing this, if you're reviewing it after The recording is over. We're also going to play, um, we're going to air the recording on inspiration98.7.com. Inspiration98.7.com. We're going to air it on Thursday at 8 o'clock on the radio. We have a digital radio that we will, that we have our show on every Thursday, so you can definitely listen. Our email is inspiration987.com. You can go on our website. I want you guys to, if you come on afterwards, please type in repost, so we can know that whatever comment that you left was a comment for the repost. Whatever comment that you have for us. This has been an interesting show, and I have been educated because I was one of those people that did not realize how much was at stake with this bill when all you hear is abortion.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know that we had so much that was going on with this bill. I'm going to make it my own personal time um, to read about it.
Yeah.
To read about it.
And just please, anybody listening, because I know with the radio station we have people that listen from everywhere. Check your state laws.
Mm-hmm.
Know your laws. Know your rights. Um, and speak to your politicians. Please look up your politicians. Find out what their if they are like you. If they're not like you, please find somebody like you that has the same views as you so we can change what Congress looks like. Because it's not about color, but these people are older than everybody in the world, it seems like. They've been there forever and they're making ancient changes, ancient decisions that don't fit with today's times. So the
Mhm.
best way to invoke change is to replace people that don't want to change.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. And the other thing that we can start doing, I really need to talk to Mitchell and make sure and start talking to some of these younger people around here. I know in Ohio, I went to go change my driver's license, but the laws in Ohio are very different.
Hmm.
So they wanted the signature page of me changing my name from my first marriage. I was
Oh
like, what?
wow.
What you talking about? So my
Welcome to what we're stating.
yeah, so my
Yeah,
driver's license, I cannot vote in Ohio because my driver's license has not been transferred to Ohio. But I can still vote
you
in
can do an
Georgia.
absentee
I
vote.
can do an absentee vote in Georgia.
Yeah, do that.
So
Because
we have
Reverend
to,
Warnock needs your vote.
yeah. And so I mean, we have to, I'm going to look up and see when our next voting is and really try to get these kids to understand how important it is
Yeah,
that
because
they
that's
need
what
to
I
vote.
do. Now, I do that,
Yeah.
and I wish I could just round up a bunch of them and just take them to the polls, because I don't think a lot of them do understand.
Say
When
we
it
can get them
comes,
registered.
Hmm.
here's the thing: when it comes to voting, voting is important. I do agree. However, over the past 15 years or so, we have to find a way now to hold our politicians responsible for our vote. So if I'm voting for you,
Hmm.
that means I need something from you to get you into this office. You need to adhere to my request if I'm placing you in this office. And if
Hmm.
you're in this office and then you ignore my request, we need to find a way to immediately get you removed because you're not
Hmm.
upholding the views of the people upon the office that you are supposed to be
That's right.
serving. And that has been another problem.
Hmm.
So my thought process on voting is a tad bit different because right now only one thing matters right now is to preserve the dominant race. And I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican, it all boils down to preserving that particular society. And you
Hmm.
have
You're
to be
right.
careful in understanding what your vote really means. So
Exactly.
you may have to start with your local and say, hey, I can make changes here. But until that changes, we have to start with our boots and our feet on the ground and move it from the ground up and make enough noise where it shakes the heavens. and we have to make our position known and say, hey, we're no longer voting for you just because we are melanated and you've been rocking with us since whenever. No, we need something from you. We need something from you. We put you in here, then that means you need to hear, because every other group, nationality, the promises that was made was kept. What promise was made for our community and what promises were kept? When you figure that out, then you understand.
You are so right in that. We have Shonda or Lisa is having some issues. She having some
That's
issues.
because the devil is mad. The devil is pissed off. We ain't got no. Tell me why all of the lights in the neighborhood done went out as we doing
Y'all
live.
got a
Come
brown
on,
out. Y'all had a brown out.
What's a brown out?
in
All the
the
black
mist.
communities go out.
What the whole?
So in the mist.
Well, I just wanted to know. I thought that's what a brown out was.
Well,
See,
it wasn't the
I
whole.
love it. I love it. She is still going on. See, we all took Tammy lessons. We gotta keep on moving, keeping it alive. Go, girl.
I'm like,
Oh
what
my goodness, that's how hot it is
so
in Georgia, girl.
And then Tammy's on there. Tammy, can you hear us?
Tammy is not here because she's here.
Oh, she is.
Yeah, I've been there. You go, Tammy.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, praise God for that. Because let me tell you what happened. Tammy had called in, and everything is through my computer. And when the lights went out, there go Tammy too.
Where?
Oh no,
girl, you the gatekeeper. You know that. You the gatekeeper.
But Tammy still came through.
She came through. She still came through.
Tammy, do you have any? Can you tell people about your? Can you tell people how they can get in touch with I Am Inspiring Minds for Youngstown, Ohio?
Yes, Inspiring Minds Youngstown is located at 2915 Glenwood Avenue. We are in Unit 5. We have begun our summer programming. Currently, we have a waiting list. If you're interested in the program, we're starting to also have a waiting list for our after school. You can email me at imyoungstown@gmail.com. imyoungstown@gmail.com.
imyoungstown@gmail.com.
Yes.
Okay, I'm trying to get this on here, Tammy. I
am Youngstown
@gmail.com.
That's it right there.
Thank you, Tammy. Thank you for the
You're
information.
welcome.
Lynette, I know that you have your school. How can they get in touch with you with your school?
Well, we put that on the back burner after we went through some different difficulties, so it's not ready for the public. We're revamping right now.
Okay.
So that's not open just yet. We tried a few things. We need to go back to the drawing board and do it again,
Right. Okay.
Modify, calibrate, repeat, review, modify, calibrate, and repeat. That's one of the things my husband says all the time. So that's what we're in the process of doing with that right now.
Okay. Sharita G, how can people get in contact with you and tell us what's going on with your business?
Hey. You can.
Hey.
I never act right. Okay. So you can get in touch with me at www.sharitajbiz.org.
Sharita, spell your name. I always wait.
Yeah, you do. I don't know why you like to call me She Rita. Listen, she talked to me every other day, and she still called me She Rita.
SharitaG.org.
www.sharitajbiz.org. biz.org. You can reach me there. If you are interested in working from home, if you need a notary, if you need a loan signing agent, you can reach me there as well. Um,
When you say a
oth-
loan
Pretty
signing agent,
long.
what you mean?
if you need someone to notarize if you're doing a closing and you need someone to notarize your paperwork, give me a call.
Oh, I was about to say I need a loan.
Girl, let me tell you, don't.
You gonna sign my loan? I
If
need
I
a
was signing
loan.
them out like that, come on now. You know I'd have been told you about that.
I know that's real.
Oh, I'd have been the first one.
Okay, come on
Yeah.
now.
Uh, Shonda or Alicia, what's going on with you?
My lights is out.
I know she in the car. She in the car, Jesus.
Shonda, how can they get in touch with you? With you have tell us about your businesses.
Which one?
I know Shauna
The
do
jury.
everything. Oh my
I
gosh.
know. I'm gonna call her the hey lady. She just need to have this. Hey, the store is open. Hey,
So anybody can reach me on Facebook, Shonda or Alicia, or you can go to inspiration98.7.com, or you can go to if you're looking for something other than working with the radio station, you can go to the parent company, which is the head company in charge. It's called IBG Inc. You could go there, or you go to ibg19@gmail.com, and that's pertaining to everything far as um my Inspired to You jewels, Hearts of Inspiration Transitional Living, and my research company. So you can go to IBG Inc. and I do all type of research. One of my clients is actually on here. You see us smiling, right? So yeah, so if you need anything like researched, I have a research analyst, so you can reach me there at IBG Inc. 19 at gmail.com. IBG19, yeah, Inc. at gmail.com.
that's right. What's on the
Yeah.
what's on the? Okay, I just want to
Yep.
make sure that's right. All
Yep.
right. And I just want to tell you guys about my business. Here in Youngstown, Ohio, it is called Face to Face Services. I do websites, I do flyers, I do digital flyers, I do any kind of social media um, information that, or any kind of social media platform information that you have up. I am a digital I guess you can say consultant for small businesses. Anything, I do branding, I do websites, all that stuff. Go to face-to-face-services.com and it tells you all about the information that and all the services that I have. I know that I kind of sound like I'm everywhere, but I'm tired now. Y'all, this was a good show.
Mm-hmm.
This was a good
Yeah.
show. This was a good
Mm-hmm.
show. We are done. We're actually 23 minutes overtime. I'm not sure if we're gonna be back next week on Facebook, but I just thought that this was important enough that we have to bring this on here. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for
Before you
coming in,
go, before
Shonda.
you go,
Yes.
before you go, don't forget, tune in each and every
Yes.
Friday to Inspiration 98.7. Princess of Trucking Jams is live and uncut, so we're playing some of my favorite music that's on my personal playlist, and it starts 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Standard Time and 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come join me, have a little fun, listen to a little music, take a road trip with me.
All
I
right.
will be there. I will be there. I said I was
Yeah,
even going to
she
record
had
it because I will be there.
y'all, she had so many. When I tell y'all, she had so many people tuned in and sending in their request and asking how she get her own radio station. All you got to do is just say, "Hey, can you play this for me?"
Hmm.
That's all you got to do.
If they
Mm-hmm.
want your own radio station, go to inspiration987.com. We take all currency of money.
That's okay. And if you want to hear something, send it. It might be on my playlist. You never know. And if it's not, I might put it on there just for you.
Well, y'all, Shonda, we are at the end of our show. You know, you are the go-to person to tell us how they can listen to us next week and every week after that.
You can go to Inspiration. Look, all the lights just came back on. Ain't that something? You can go to Inspiration 98.7 on all social media platforms, YouTube, and you'll find anything pertaining to Tell Me How You Really Feel. Inspiration 98.7 on all social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So you can go there and find all of that. Also, you can also find us on SoundCloud. You can hear some of the past shows on SoundCloud as well as iTunes. We are also on iTunes as a podcast show. So you can also go there and tune in as well. And we're working to get back to Alexa. So y'all be patient, but y'all have different links and everything.
All right, y'all. Are we going to do this again, y'all? What did y'all think?
I say we give it a try.
You say we give it a try?
I say we gonna try it out. Say we try it. What you think, Willie?
I know. Let's ask Willie. Willie and Vern. Tyrone, you can't call us no more. Willie and Vern, tell us what you think. You want to, if this was a show that you guys are interested in listening to, every Thursday we are on inspiration987.com on digital radio. We just wanted to come out here and just kind of like talk about this subject, but it was nice. Join us next Thursday, like Shonda said. All right, y'all hear this every week, but now y'all get to see it. All right, now we can do both of them, or we can do one of them.
Nope.
Bye.
Bye.
1, 2, 3, y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.